Hello everybody. Welcome to the next video we're doing here. I won't lie, it's after 1 in the morning. I've totally been on my computer for a while, chatting with Naga and Unfunny and whatnot over in Discord rather than recording this video after watching a John Oliver episode. So I'm tired right now. But I'm excited to record it because you can see way up there. Hold on, let me get it down so we can just like use the Force, Luke. There we go. Shh, pretend like my green screen light's on. It's over there. I'm too tired. I'm going to turn it on. We have Leon Yaegar is the... Yes, this is really lame. All right, Leon Yaegar. This is the level up we're doing, but not just a level up. We're doing it down the scope on Leon Yaegar. I am, as I had said beforehand, excited about doing this because I really wanted to find an idea that made sense for this character. It took a bit for me to find something that like really stood out. I looked at tons of prestige classes. I literally went onto Google Pathfinder PRC and it just like shift click all of them, all the prestige classes. Probably read I don't know, maybe some of the things you can click away pretty quickly. Oh no. But like I read so many of them. I had an idea in the back of my head when I first designed Aurorum. As of it, I was actually talking to somebody about recently on Discord. There are a lot of things that you can't do in Aurorum because it's like world specific stuff. It's copywritten, so on and so forth. You just can't do it, right? You have to find things that make sense for the setting. Because I do intend for the setting to one day be a book that somebody could pick up, like you would pick up an Eberron, or you would pick up a Greyhawk or a Ravenloft or whatever. There's one thing from specifically Galarion that I loved. Always loved the idea of, because they reminded me of something from Eberron. Not Eberron, my apologies. From Faerun. In Galarion, there's something called the Hell Knights. I think they're so amazing. I love the concept of them. Not 100%. But just the general idea of these people. Then I when I like got to know them, they made me think very heavily of like certain, well, specifically in Eberron, you think of like the Order of the Emerald Claw, evil but nonetheless, and in Faerun it makes me think of the Zentarum army. Not everybody, but like the militant aspect of it and how like dedicated to Bane they are. And it really like, it kind of like resonates well in the world. The problem is they tend to lean towards evil and do crazy shit and so on and so forth. Specifically, the Hell Knight class is a class that requires lawful, which I like. But you have to like kill a devil and shit like that. And there's all sorts of stuff about like extra planar shit, like knowledge planes. We're gonna strip that away to make the concept fit in the class. The idea overall is that these people become so embedded in what is lawful, what is like the word or the code, that they have an aura of law, much like a paladin. They can detect chaos like a paladin. They can smite chaos like a paladin. They discern lies, and so on and so forth. I loved the idea of that. And so taking the Hell Knight concept, like I should say PRC, and tweaking it slightly, I think we found... Oh, this is glaring. I have to turn this light on. Now that I have a white screen here, it's too glaring. It's annoying the hell out of me, and I'm not the one watching the video. So, I wanted something like that in this world. And I wasn't sure, and this is at inception. Before you guys even never heard anything of it, before the announcement of the first game, nothing. Back when I was playing Kingdom 2 Crowns with Wade. That's when I was starting to think about these things. When I was thinking about doing Kingmaker and talking to Neagle. Anyways. And I wasn't sure how I was going to institute it. And then a little cherry falls out of the tree and lands on my lap. In the name of Leon Yaegar. A man that is all about law and order, righteousness. Doing it, not just doing it, but doing it right. Now, the Hell Knights of Galarion are different. They do all sorts of crazy shit. Ignore that. If you know that lore, push it out of your head. What I like is for what Leon does in his like perfect world is he has a group of soldiers that are trained. Almost think how Eberron has its Wreck and Mark Academy, where some of the greatest like commanders go through this academy and learn like strategic strategy and whatnot, and then they went around to the 5 kingdoms and blah 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 blah. Anyways, so in his perfect world, he would have like an academy where his leadership would be trained. It's not just typical soldiers, but like officers would be trained, and they'd be trained in the art of being like these what the PRC is calling Hell Knights. I haven't come up with a name from him yet because it doesn't matter yet. He's not even in the PRC. But it's commanders that walk around and uphold the law so purely they inspire the law of those beneath them. I like the idea of even adding the leadership feat as a requisite for this, but that does require the characters to be 1 level higher. Since leadership requires level 6, this only requires level 5, it becomes that much more painful. I did, of course, look into commander-like PRCs that have leadership as required. I didn't like any of them. They're too like blah 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 and less rah rah rah, so it didn't make sense for the character, even if he is charisma based. So I like the idea of these soldiers beneath him to be people that like lead a very devout group of soldiers that follow their word as they go. But even as they enter a battlefield, commanding not just their elite soldiers, but like a whole like battalions of soldiers behind them, as they go onto a battlefield, they make that trek across the battlefield and offer an opportunity of truce, peace, not peace or truce. My apologies. An opportunity of surrender, no harm, no treachery to the leaders of the other side of the battlefield. And going into that meeting, they have the ability to detect chaos, which the way I used chaos is it's more about the moment, like a regular person. If you have like a chaotic evil character walking around, I'm chaotic evil, you can't detect chaos and just all of a sudden like find out that they're chaotic. That's stupid. That's lame. You just know the alignment of everybody around you. Bleh. There's a spell for that. It's called No Alignment. It's like a 2nd level spell as opposed to like a 1st level, or maybe it's a 3rd level spell. Whatever it is. It's more for like the in-depth soul searching of one person. So detect chaos, it more like detects like the presence of like an aura of chaos that's happened recently, or extraplanar like super powerful chaos, or like a paladin of chaos or some shit. So the idea that they can walk into a tent and know that there's a plot against you to be like unruly, to make promises and break them. You can kind of walk into it and see it, smell it in the air. You can utilize your ability to discern lies. If they try to bend your will magically, you have the force of will ability to protect you. I like the idea of trained commanders that are specifically designed to know how to go in, give the offer of surrender with no chance of betrayal, without having to worry about them being betrayed in return. I think that would add for so much more law and order in just military conflicts and whatnot. And they would approach every command that way. And even if they were like, am I walking in? It's a trap! It's a trap! You know, they wouldn't have to worry about that because as they're walking up to the trap, detect chaos. Men, there's something wrong here. Be on your best of guards. I believe this is a trap. Lest we fall into it, let's make sure the trap is in fact for them. You know, that kind of like, you know, I love the idea of it. So I like this PRC, even if I don't know he's going to go into it. He already easily hits the requisites for it. Or will, you know, in a couple levels. I like the idea that these are the people that serve underneath him. So I'm gonna down the barrel for him towards this class. I might end up designing my own class for him. There is another Hell Knight PRC that's already made. It's for spellcasters, so he's not a spellcaster. I might end up designing my own PRC because I do like Leon so much that that makes sense for like a commander of Hell Knights as opposed to just the Hell Knights themselves. Maybe like a 5 level, or it could be a 10 level PRC. That does require that leadership feat. I might do that. But for now, this is what we're working towards because this is the idea I have for him. This is what I want his path to be. To be the man that is able to put together a military force of people that are just so lawful that they approach situations sniffing out the chaos and crushing it so that law could reside there. They would lean lawful neutral because that's obviously his idea. But you can imagine there's all different types of lawful that would go that way. Hell Knights tend to lean lawful evil, but they would lean lawful neutral. Or not being douchebags. The whole idea is peace, or say the idea is to not have harmful conflict, as opposed to, you broke law, me killed. You know, like, eh. Anyways, I think I did enough like blabbering about this, because I really like the idea of going down this path. And I'm curious how it is that I would make that PRC. Because there is like the old Purple Dragon Knight kind of class. I don't think they did that in Pathfinder. I was trying to keep it to ones that are legit, as opposed to like here is the 3.0 version of it. Hold on, before I throw that up there, they never 3.5'd that, did they? Oh, they did in Complete Warrior. Okay, they updated it a little bit. So this is the 3. This is still 3.0, but it's like late 3.0. Complete Warrior's late 3.0 book. It's like one of the last like 3 or 4 books produced. It's supposed to where it was first introduced was like very early 3.0, very like the same year it came out, maybe 6 months later. Diplomacy or intimidate, listen, ride, spot. Oof, definitely feels 3.0. Mounted combat because they're negotiator. Heroic shield, rallying cries, inspired courage is a cool one. Fear is a cool one. Oath of wrath is a cool one. Final stand is a cool one. So I like the idea of it, but it's not leadership enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm probably going to have to come up with one. Anyways, that's the plan for Leon Yaegar. He's going to continue working down the warrior path towards this, because it's the easiest way to get here. And along the way, I might end up developing something that requires him to have the leadership feats, which you can't get to level 6 anyways, so he'd probably end up getting that later. And then I'll have him kind of go down either this path or the PRC I come up with path. That's it. That's definitely what I'm doing. Okay, let's level this mother fluffer up. Yeah, let's do this. Leon Yaegar, warrior, level 3. Warrior. Warriors. Come out and play. Oh, what is warrior cat? D10 health. Going to level 3 has a +1 Bab, +1 Riff, +1 Will. Let's do Ref and Will. Those are easy. Now let's do Bab. That goes to 3, making CMB a 5. Making CMD a 15. Meaning his attacks are a little bit better now. +6 chance to hit. It's funny. You might appreciate this one, Joey. I originally was actually kind of looking at what was that called? There's a PRC in Pathfinder that's all about. Let's see if I can find it. You might like it. It honestly was in my final 3 of PRCs to go with, but I didn't want to pass up the opportunity for doing this. For this Hell Knight thing that's been in my mind from the fucking start. I just want to make sure. God, if I could find it, I think you'd appreciate this. Here we go. Oh, good. First try, Scott. Good for you. What lead me away from it is I couldn't find out what this is. So it's called Sentinel. DC10. So alignment within 1 step of chosen deity. You know his chosen deity. And he's lawful neutral. She's lawful evil. It works. Deity must worship a single specific deity. Technically, he took in the martyr, but I could see him leaning one way. Feat, deific obedience. We're going to look that up in 1 second for you. And weapon focus for deity's favorite weapon. Bastard sword, which he already walks around with. Bab +5 or higher. It's weird that's under special. That's a weird one. The problem with this is deific obedience is I looked at the feat. It's under general feats, so it's legit. From Faiths of Galarian. But it doesn't have the rules for how this works. Each deity has a different requirement. So more or less, if you do something every day, it's like, this is for my god. And in doing so, you get like a certain power, but I couldn't find out what this was, whatever this power was. Because it wasn't pushed in here as an easy, like there's no hyperlink here for me to click and find it out. I don't have the book Faiths of Galarian. So I was like, oh fuck, it's a dead avenue for me. It's a dead path. So I had to let it go, even though I really liked the idea of this one. And I thought you would too. It's cool. But anyways, we'll delete those. Go back to Hell Knight. Bab. Do we just upgrade? We upgraded all attacks. So Bab saves are good. Let's see what else does he get as a warrior. 2+ intelligence modifier and health. Int is +2, and is he human? No, he's Perrin. So he has 4 more skill points. There's 12. Oh, did I also build you the old way without counting my math? Okay, I just have to fix this. So let's show my work first. I think 0 was 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this must have been a 2. But armor reduced it. Okay. Swim is a class skill, but I don't think I put points into it. Intimidate definitely has points in it. So I have 3 and 3, so I put 2 in here. Handle animal is 3 and 3, so I put 1 into it. Bluff is a flat. Climb is a class skill, but I have a -2 because I have a -4, right? Yeah, so that's flat. Soldier's profession, which is based off of wisdom, correct? So that must mean that how many ranks did I put in here? There's 1. So wait, how do I have spell focus? That's why. So skill focus. Skill focus is 3. +1 for wisdom is 4. So I put 2 ranks into it. 5, 6. How's it all the way at a 9? How did I get that to a 9? Survival's wisdom 2, which is flat, so this is 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perception would have been this is a flat. So 2 for being a half elf, and 1 for okay, so that's flat. Diplomacy. Oh, it's still flat. Flat. One, 2, 3, 4. Wait, is handle animal wisdom? Is that why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it has to be charisma. Otherwise, look at a. Maybe I fucked up by not remembering the character sheet correctly. So profession. It's wisdom. So how did I do this? If it had 2 ranks, is it a class skill? Am I being dumb? Oh my fucking god, it's because they didn't have a C there, you dumb piece of shit. So 1, 2, 3 for class skill, 1 for wisdom, 1, 2, 3 for spell focus, 1, 2 for okay, cool. So I had 2, and so that is how it was. Okay, that is how it was spent. I'm not crazy. Okay. God, I was tripping myself out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why do I only have 7 points spent? Where's my 8th point? I counted out 8 spent. 0. Oh, survival has 1 point in it. Because my wisdom is only a +1. That's where it is. I put 1 in survival. That's why. Okay. And there's my 8th point spent. Now we're flat. Jesus! I'm so glad I changed my way of doing this because, god damn it, this is getting annoying to reverse engineer. Oh, I could just reverse engineer that. Then you do it tired. Alright. Fucking over here counting with my fingers like a child. What did we say we needed? Lots of intimidate, right? Yeah, and this isn't going to be knowledge planes. It's stupid. I actually want to either profession soldier or like knowledge warfare sort of a thing. So profession soldier has that covered. Like, oh, need 2, you got 3. We're good. And the other thing was the intimidate. So we're going to put 1 here. Should probably give him some sense motive, huh? Not a class skill, but he should have some, right? With the way I've described his character, I'm going to give him a class skill and nobility, even though he doesn't actually have the points for it. It's not built into the character or whatever. I'm going to give it to him anyways because it makes sense of the concept that we had described him as we were playing the actual in-game. So let's just make sure I count it right. So 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12. Okay. So this is a class skill. That's 2 plus 2 for intelligence is 4. So that's 7. Because of his experiences. He should also have fucking the history as well. Should also be something for him. I'm fine with doing that, actually. Making both of those knowledge skills for him. Put 1 rank in each of them. Perfect. Okay, skills are done. Let's roll his health points. Please, please, please do not roll shitty health. I like the idea of you being a tough old bird. Please roll good health. Please. At least roll a 5 plus 1. Please. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got a 4. So that's 9 more. Sorry, 19. What happens if I rolled this? Just out of curiosity, like I did the other guy. I rolled a 22 last time with that too. This time I rolled a fucking 22. That's hilarious. 22, 22. God damn, that's so funny. Alright. That time I rolled a flat 3. So I rolled a 3 plus 1. This is so funny. I did the same thing twice in a row. That's really funny. I'm very entertained by it. Cool. Alright, what else does he get? Oh, that's good. Health. All that stuff's good. Awesome. He needs a feat because he's level 3. Currently has Inspirational Commander. Your army has under you gets +2 morale bonus checks, gain additional 2 da-da-da-da-da. Did I have anything else set up for him? Like down the barrel for feats? Tactics, lots. Sometimes I make myself chuckle. Alright, no notes set up for him. Okay. I like the Inspirational Commander one. Let's look inside here and see some feats, okay? So this is going to be command. Bread Commander, interesting. No. Commander of Goblinkin. I mean, it could make sense for commanding like hobgoblins. Inspirational, we already grabbed that one. Siege Commander sounds fucking sexy, but he's more of a defense than an offense. And no. Right, oh, that is the hobgoblin one. Okay. That's a good one, but he's not a hobo. Commander of Goblinkin, which makes sense. It's a hobgoblin one, but you have to be a hobgoblin to do it. Siege. Craft siege weapons. Okay. When you lead siege assembly crew, +4. Half the time required to. You have to know siege engines yourself. Meh. I like the idea of leadership. Like, this is a guy I want to have the leadership feat. But I think it requires level 6. Level 7, jeepers. Not getting that for a long fucking time, huh? Practiced leadership. I feel like that's an enhancer of the regular one. Vile leadership. That's interesting. I'm never going to grab it, but I'm curious. Heroic leadership. Okay. Mythic now. Practice. You have to have leadership first. Member in the same organization as your cohort. Cool. Vile. Good standing of the evil organization. Interesting. Heroic leader. Charisma. Any combat feat. 1 second. Apparently it's considered general, but that's fine. Ability to get animal cohort, eidolon, familiar, or mount. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't count as a threatened, as threatening your opponent for the purposes of feats that require you to be the only... Huh. Okay. This is interesting. This is more or less the idea of, like, if you're leading people into combat and only you can threaten the opponent. Think of, like, a swashbuckler's ability in 5e. To only you can be the one threatening them to get the ability. This is saying, yeah, true. But some people don't count. It's nifty, but no. Gotta love leadership. Okay. What else? Because I didn't have the feat in mind. So they have to always figure out. I don't really see him doing leadership, combat feats either. Instead of being his thing. Teamwork feats maybe, but eh. Story feats, that could be interesting. Achievement feats, maybe that. I mean, I know what these are, and I know it's meant to be like PCs have gone through, but this character ideally has gone through a lot of shit, so I like the idea of something that kind of emphasizes that. I'm actually going to scan down general after I'm done looking at these. So for, achievement first, so I know it's a shorter list. All Knolls, Chainbreaker. This is a fun one for, what's his name? 1. He's 5 different occasions, free to cumulative 50 plus sentient beings. Devil's Fault, Knight's Candidate. It's Aster Eagle Knights. History of Scars. Cumulative to over 1,000 points of damage. It's so funny. Get thick natural armor. Happy thick natural armor. Story feats. Alright. Occurs. Champion. Child of Two Worlds. Fearless Zealot. Forgotten Past. That's interesting. Just for a different, Protector of the People. Nation Builder, hello. Now I was curious of that one. Object of Legends. Stronghold, I'm just curious. Town Tamer, again, just curious. Wily Warrior. Okay. Champion. As a swift action, you declare single combat with the champions within 50 feet upon doing so. Goal, defeat appropriate number of people. Completion benefit. Your bonuses for single combat increase to +2. In addition, confirm critical hits, deal extra damage. So the idea is like you take a feat that has requisite. You have to do a bunch of shit. Then eventually when you complete that goal, you get... lame. 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 Weird. building golems. Must have explored and claimed an area of at least 100 square miles. The party hasn't done that yet, right? They've done 12. Oh no, you have, because if it's a 12 by 12 hex, that's over 100 square miles, right? So when in either unclaimed wilderness lands or land under your control, you get a +2 to perception, stealth, or survival checks. So unclaimed or your own, but not claimed by other people. If you have 10 or more ranks, it increases to +4. That's nifty because it's like usually those kind of feats give you +2 to only 2 skills. It gives you +2 to 3. But after you've explored and conquered at least 1,000 square miles, which would take a while, in the process defeating a challenging foe, you must also lay claim to the land either in your name or the name of your leader you directly report to, establish a stronghold and other fortifications to defend it. Interesting. You get a +2 initiative and attack rolls and saving throws while in the area you have claimed. This could be a great one for the party. I, as a DM, like giving out party feats. We're just going to pretend like we never saw that, tuck that away, and here we go. Object of Legend. You can spend a move action to give battle orders to your troops, granting people under command within 60 feet of you +1 to rolls. Build or capture a stronghold using with a force of at least 200 troops and staff with at least 100 capable soldiers. Interesting. After you do that, then you more or less it gets better and it goes to a bigger range. That's interesting. Must have the leadership feat. Unfortunately, not yet. Just a particular settlement. Interesting, but no. No. All those don't work out for him, which I kind of expected. All right, cool. I don't like the idea of combats. Let's start rating down the general ones real quickly. We'll go over all these ones I'm finding in a moment. I spent so much time looking for my prestige class. I was like, what am I going to do with this? With my feet at level 3. Bag of Bones, hello. Battle Planner. Let's read that one. Requires an Inspire Action class feature. Who has an Inspire Action class feature? Chronicler does. Funny enough. Oh, apparently Bard. No, it's just Inspire. Inspiring. It's literally the Chronicler. Has the Inspire Action feature. That's hilarious. Okay. What was that? Battle Plan. That's what it's called. Battle Singer, Beast. Don't mind me as I read a lot. Ooh. Chosen One. Chosen One's might. Chosen One's wrath. Jake! I'm selling the D's for fuck's sake. Dimensional Assault. Oh, the song is beautiful. This track I've been playing lately. Fuck's sake. All the extras mean nothing to me. I don't have anything to get extra off. Interesting. Gnome Trickster. Growth in Ash. Heavenly Bane. Hell Knight's Aegis. Hell Knight's Obedience. Hell Knight's Obsession. Probably hate all those because I actually don't like the structure of the Hell Knights. I think they're obnoxious. I just like the overall idea of them. Heroic Defiance. I think there's a human feats actually. I'm not going to click any more of those. Imperial Knight. Imperial Conscript. I won't choose Squire. Insightful advice. Ironclad Logic. Interesting. Kinslayer. Hello. Legionary Influence. Legionnaire's Inspiration. Okay. Oh. How many of you am I making yawn with all my yawning? And how many of you are now going to start yawning because I brought attention to the fact that I keep yawning? Did I get anybody new with that yawn? All the way to finally to fucking pee. So I got a ways to go. Only so many tabs I have open right now. Jesus fuck, S goes on forever. I'm like freaking out in my brain right now going through all these S's. Oh, thank God I got to the T's. Oh, once you get past the S's, it's all easy from there. Oh, S is the longest one. It's so deep into the alphabet. Okay. Glad I got to use it. It's pulled up like 4 U's. Vindictive Fall. Alright. Oof. Start from the bottom. Go up. Just do something different with my eyes. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Additional affiliations. Increase affiliation slot by 2. Okay. Align equipment. If you're at least level 3 and able to use... Nope, never mind. Bag of Bones requires you to be a ghoul. Fuck that. Bravery in action. Bravery class feature does not work. As a fighter class feature, I believe. Careful reader. Linguistic. Oh, we already know what that is. Combat advice is a move action. You can offer advice to a single ally. Nifty. It's kind of like Aid Another, but only as a move action. Like it, but no. No. Apparently no. Favorite community is a weird one. Interesting. More or less gives you like a ranger favorite terrain ability. But for like the area around a settlement of your choice, which could be a Kurzfall. That's good for whoever happens to be like the defender of the nation, but right now we have him as the general, not as the whatever the one's called, warden or whatever it's called. Oh. That's a hilarious picture. That's hilarious. It tickles my fanny quite a bit. Heavy armor proficiency bad +5 must swear allegiance to once per day as a 4-round action. You can give your armor the broken condition. You're affected by one of the following spells. Ah, it's interesting. It's going to break yourself free of whatever. This is interesting. It gives you proficiency in Hell Knight specific weapons, but at higher levels you get shit from it. Lame. Doesn't work for us. No, lame. Nope. Imperial Knight, you gain a cohort, but it requires you to be at least level 6, so it doesn't help us. No. From Oratory, you can attempt a skill check to aid an ally 30 feet away. Ironclad Logic. He's not smart enough for Ironclad Logic. I mean, this is nice because it's like add a huge bonus to diplomacy. For being wicked smart. You think it'd be great for, like, say, what's his name? Elliot, but it doesn't work because he's just uses a different skill. Good alignment. Oh, he's not good alignment, but whatever. Oh. It's about spells. Character level 5. You gain a number of cohorts that represents your MVC. You can have both leadership and recruits. No, this is lame. I prefer actual leadership feat for this guy. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually a really cool one for Jake. Sense loyalties. He probably already meets the requisites for it. You're allowed to sense motive check to know who somebody worships. Just a simple sense motive check to find out who it is that somebody worships. That's fucking scary. Nobody told Jake about this one. Fuck's sake. Interesting. I like the sense assumptions. This is a cool one. All right, hold on to that one for a second. This is really shitty. It's like the worst feat. You can spend a feat to make something that was already +2 a +4 instead. It's just bad, like, but it doesn't build up off it. It doesn't stack in any way. Like, the only thing is you can think is it's a racial bonus, which will stack with. It's really shitty. It's a bad feat. Iron Will goes to Impeachable Honor. That's nifty, but no. Warmonger requires Hobgoblin. I like sense assumptions. You can attempt to sense motive check to intuit some other person's assumptions after a minute of conversation. The DC equals 20 or 10 plus the target's bluff modifier, whichever is higher. If you succeed, you learn whether or not a falsehood of your choice related to the topic of conversation would impose a penalty on bluff checks to convince the character of... Oh! I misunderstood that. So you can kind of like sense, you can like get a read as to whether or not this person is going to be easy to lie to. I thought it was like to know whether or not somebody like... To be like, no, this person's not following what I'm saying. That's too bad. No. I'm not seeing anything I particularly like for him. I think I'm just going to go Iron Will. Just give him the +2 will saves. Know what I'm saying? Highland Blood. +1 on all in a single ability score. Godless Healing. I actually looked at this because of a PRC that I looked at. It required Godless Healing, which is a way to heal yourself so many times per, like once per day, and then like at higher levels in that PRC allows you to do it more often. This has become a long video just because I'm fucking looking for, like, this video could have been 15 minutes, but I'm looking for fucking feet, and so it's turning into like an hour. It's after 2 in the morning because I can't find a fucking feet. It's one of the worst parts. Like, I love this about Pathfinder, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my fucking god, this is taking so long just to find one fucking feat. Because I'm trying not to give him just a shitty combat feat. I want it to be something that builds on his concept. I like the idea of flag bearer, like the concept of like how it works, but I don't see him walking around holding a flag. It's somebody else's job. Let's do this. It's actually like a feats like thing, isn't there? Isn't like a table or some shit that you can click on? Like a feats tools. See, I thought there was like a feats search. I swear there was like a filter or something. Feat database. So I'm looking for. Here we go. Working. There's a bunch of us looking at it right now, of course. All right. Let's search. Only 26 options. Siege commander. Lead from the back. Actually put in harm's way. Any round you get the benefit of. I can't make this bigger. I want to make it. Is there no way to pop this out? Without having to add it to my drive. Annoying. Dynasty founder. I think there was a story one as well, yeah. Center of power. Nope. Fortune ruler. Nope. Natural ruler. Oh shit, I'm looking at all this shit wrong. Fuck. Must have lived in chosen city for at least 1 year, or be the heir to a former. Okay, dynasty founder chosen. What's the requisite for it? You will claim rulership of a city under. Okay, gain followers. The city higher than your level. So hold on. Oh, back. Fucker. Let's see if we at least see here or be the heir. Goal, thwart all rivals to rulership over chosen region. God, it's another cool one. Benefit. You gain followers as if you had the leadership feat, although you can't attract followers. That's pretty fucking cool. That's cool. Going back. Center of power. You have to have the leadership score. Hold rulership over a kingdom. This is fortunate ruler. This is work. We already have that one. Hold leadership role related to running a kingdom. Hold leadership role. What's this one called? Natural ruler. All right. Choose an ability score. At the anytime your leadership role calls for that ability score to affect one of your kingdom attributes, your modifier to that ability score is treated as being too higher. For example, if you choose charisma to occupy a general or high priest role, your charisma modifier to affect your kingdom stability would be too higher. Modifier, not stat. Modifier is too higher. However, if you occupy spy master, which employs those two, you do not get it. Ooh, additionally, the entire kingdom's stability gets +2 as long as you occupy a leadership role. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is worth the entire search. Oh, for all of you that watch this entire fucking video and didn't skip. If you skipped, you're a pussy. We don't appreciate you. Oh my god, this is amazing. We found one. We found one. Oh my god, we found one. We found one. The idea is this character is supposed to bring stability to the fucking... Oh my god. We found it. Yes, found it we did. Fucking tired we are. But found it we did. Fuck me. Yes. Yes. Oh my fucking god, yes. 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 Bam, bitches. Oh my god, the party loves you right now, Naga. You're giving them +2 to the stability because of this shit. That is sexy as fuck. Oh my god. And finally, Leon is done. We did his health. We did his saves. We did his bab. We did his feats, and we did his skills. We talked about what his plan is and the eventual group of knights he wants to train. Based off the Hell Knight PRC, with the requisites changed up and the concept changed, but all of the abilities are the same. Holy fuck, we got it, boys and girls. We got there. It's been an hour. So, I'm tired. I'm gonna say, good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.